how you guys doing? It's S. Calhoun from scalhoun.com, and tonight we're going to be doing a little juicing. All right. Now this is one of the things I do to stay energized, and also everybody has different. We're not perfect, right? Well, some of us are not. I'm far from perfect, right? So I have really dry skin, so of course I go to the dermatologist, and the dermatologist actually gave me an interesting thing. She told me that I need to start taking vitamins, and so she recommended Flintstone vitamins, which was interesting. And she said Flintstones, particularly because they have USDA. They've passed those regulators, so they actually test and say what's in is really in it. So I do that, use the skin creams and stuff like that. But I noticed the vitamins, they had a lot of, where do vitamins come from? I was looking at the vitamins, the minerals in it, and it comes from food. So as you can see here, we have some fresh apples, bananas. So I try to eat healthy for the most part, although I don't always eat healthy. Most people don't. I don't. So anyway, I got this book, Juice Man. I've had it for a while. Today, I'm going to be looking up a recipe, and I have it marked here. Can you see this? Here, I'll lay it down. This recipe that we're doing today, if you get this book, it's actually pretty cool. It shows different things, and like if you have a cold or whatever it is, and different juices that can help you. And basically it's the same vitamins and things in there that you would get. Okay, so this is called Satin Skin Juice, and one serving is about 8 ounces. Now it's a real simple recipe. It is 5 carrots, 1 apple, and a 1/2-inch knot of ginger root. Alright, so we're going to make it. Y'all ready? Let's grab it. So you come with me over here to the refrigerator. We got a lot of stuff in here. Let's go down to carrots. We're going to grab the carrots. We're going to grab the ginger root. And we got the apples out already. Now, I've made this before. You should probably stick to the original for when you're getting started, but I like to power it up, so I add spinach to mine because spinach is a immune system booster. So I'm looking for the brush. Pause it. Alright, so I'm looking for my stuff to get it. I got a nice chopping board. They recommend that you use plastic. If you use a glass chopping board, it'll actually damage your knives over time. So I like to use glass chopping boards. And we're going to get a little more light in our area. We have our carrots, all of our goodies. Let's grab an apple. Now, I'm going to double the recipe because I'm going to make 8 times 2 is 16 ounces. So I'm going to be making 16 ounces of juice. So, I don't see my favorite knife, so I'll use this one. This is a nice knife too. Especially, it's really good for meat, if you eat meat. Okay. Okay, so it said to use 5 carrots, so these carrots are really small. So it was probably talking about 5 actual carrots. These are organic carrots, and sometimes, I don't know, sometimes they're big and sometimes they're small. Now, a 1-inch knot. Now this is, like, how do you know this is a ginger root, if you haven't seen this before? How do you know what a 1-inch knot is? Well, the cool thing is most people's finger is about 1 inch That's where the inch comes from, is the finger, pointer finger. So the average pointer finger is about a 1 inch. So you can just measure off about 1 inch, and then you can cut that off there. So I'm gonna do about 1 inch. And you gotta be careful with the ginger. But you gotta be careful because you don't want to cut your finger off. But also with the ginger is very potent. It's really potent. I mean, so if you have too much, you might put some hair on your chest or something. Not ideal. Alright, so anyway, got all of that. It's very important. Very important to wash your veggies. So you're going to need a veggie scrubber if you don't have one already. So I like to scrub everything real good. And before I scrub it, just like anything, it's actually a good idea to just blast it off, rinse it off pretty good. Just get everything rinsed down pretty good. If you have one of these blasters, it makes it a lot easier. And then we're going to wash it. Alright, so all the fruits and veggies have been washed. Doesn't that look good? Now, if you're going to try to consume all of that, that would be kind of be a lot of carrots and apples, right? You have to be a horse. Alright, well, you're still going to get all of the vitamins from it without actually consuming it all. So that's kind of cool. Now, another thing that's going to be really important to this whole setup is having a measuring cup. I like this Pyrex measuring cup. And the reason why is because, one, it fits perfectly under the juicer. And then, two, after you get your juice, you can easily pour it into a glass. Now, I used to have super awesome glasses. Oh, man, I used to have some glasses. They were just beautiful. But then, between my son and girlfriend at the time, then got married, and my wife broke the rest of my glasses. Now we use these glasses. Now, actually, these were like spaghetti and salsa jars, and we just take them and wash them. Now, and the cool thing, it's funny, I see these at restaurants now, they drink out of them, but the other cool thing about these is that the tops, we save the tops, and then when you make juice, if you don't drink it all, boom, you can put a top right back on there. See? That's cool, right? Alright, so, hey, won't cost you anything. Alright, now, I don't know if you've juiced before, but when you juice, a lot of people don't like to juice because it's such a task to clean the juicer. Well, this is probably the best juicer I've ever had as far as cleaning, but one thing I do to make the job easier is I put a bag in here because it's going to spit the pulp out, and so if it spits it directly in here, you gotta wash this. If you put a bag in here, guess what? That's one less thing to wash. So that's great. So I'll put that in there. And what the bag that works perfectly is the vegetable bags. You know the vegetable bags that you get at the grocery store? They fit perfectly right back there. So get that. Now, I don't think this is plugged up. Let me see here. Nope, it's not plugged up. So let me get this plugged up real quick. I had a candle warmer plugged up, and it's smelling good in here. So now, oh yeah, we got it going. Very good. Okay, now before we start making the juice, we're gonna look at these carrots, and if you can zoom up in there, a lot of times with the carrots, we're just taking off the tops of them because it tastes nasty. I'm sure there's some nutrition in there, Looks like a whole lot of minerals. Yeah, dirt. So, but it just tastes gross and it looks gross. I don't know. I don't know if it actually tastes gross, but it looks like it would taste gross. So I cut them off. And actually, if you read